Hello everyone, Steam Trunks Productions here. How do you promote a locomotive that has not even started a conversion process? How do you spread the word long before the first fire is lit in the firebox? Well, as I said before in the last video, today will be all about advertisement. Welcome back to Project Edrig. We're diving into something a bit different today, that of course being advertisements. The journey began with Connie's unboxing. This was her very first appearance online on the Steamtronics YouTube channel on August the 15th. In the video unboxing the mystery tank engine, meet Connie, the Edrig engine. That right there was the moment she went from a private project to something public, even though she hadn't moved an inch, hadn't steamed, hadn't had a bolt loosened on her yet. People finally got to see who she was and what she would become. Unboxings create a great sense of beginning. They set the tone, they let people feel like they're seeing the start of something important. That's exactly what Connie's unboxing did. It lit the spark. The next step was Reddit. Now, I know that Reddit has a slightly mixed reputation, but I find it quite useful for model railway chat, like getting advice and so forth. It's one of the most useful places online for railway modelling, live stream, and engineering discussions. I posted Connie's early photos back when she was just opened. The plan for her rebuild, way before the tender was even in the process of being built. What I didn't expect was the amount of engagement from it. Questions, advice, encouragement, and people genuinely interested in following the build. And to everyone who have supported me up until this point, I thank you. Reddit pushed the project beyond YouTube to enthusiasts, experts, and even people who knew nothing about steam locomotives, and even enthusiasts who had never heard of us before. That early wave of attention helped set the foundation for everything that came after. I should also mention that Connie's first post on Reddit got so popular that if you search up AccuCraft Edrig on Google, she's one of the first engines in Google Images. Then, after Reddit, came Discord, a place where people could follow the build in real time. The main server at that time being the Steamtronics server, where I would post updates when I had them in either SESR photos or SESR workshop, depending if the work that I was doing was being done in-house, that being in the SESR workshop, or being done in other places. Eventually, I created a server dedicated entirely to Project Edrig. These became spaces for behind-the-scenes updates, raw workshop clips, and casual discussions with viewers who wanted to get directly involved with the project. The Project Edrig server is not purely for Connie, it is also for her siblings, a place where Edrig owners and people can discuss anything Edrig. And it's also for people who want to know more about the project, engineering updates, and also if anyone wants any firing notes, that being how to shovel coal, how to smash up coal to fit in the firebox, what have you. And also technical talk as well, such as tender development and also future plans like, say, any meetups, like Edrig meetups. All of it got an amazing amount of support. It's quieter, yes, but it's more focused. And it's already turning into a genuinely positive, enthusiastic little community. The people in there aren't just viewers, they're supporters of the rebuild and the Edrig fan club in general. To keep the excitement going, I continued posting updates, the tender builds, the wheel upgrades, and even the NSB-inspired headlamp that I got 3D printed from SLR models. Each update brought more people into the project. The more the community grows, the more alive Connie's story becomes. And that's the whole point of this, to build anticipation, the way Tornado's team did for him, long before Tornado even steamed, in the Absolutely Chuffed documentary that the A1 Steam Locomotive Trust made. Online advertising is great, but nothing beats talking to people face to face. Messen 2025, Bergen's only model railway show, and where the SESR had their humble beginnings back in 2019, became one of the first real-world opportunities to tell people about Connie. I thought that would be appropriate, seeing as Connie will be a record holder in Messen history. Because you see, Connie, as you guys know, is no ordinary engine. She is a coal-fired engine. That's right, guys. Connie will be making history. She finally appears here at MEMS, becoming the very first coal-fired steam locomotive to be in full working service at MEMS, to run or even appear at the Bergen Model Railway Show. And when she arrives, Connie won't just be another model on display. Oh, no. She will be a proper milestone for the event. And I personally can't wait to see the look on people's faces when they see Connie actually there. I can imagine some heads will turn, and hopefully some jewels will drop too. I can imagine that the reaction kind of be a bit like the reaction to the shooting star.
Whoosh! Give up, there's nothing you can do! Whoosh! Cause all you'll ever see of me will be a shining streak of racing blue! My clouds today all have a silver lining. I'll see my bossy brother get some undermining. Cause I'm the cream, the best in steam streamlining!
I suppose only time will tell. I spoke with exhibitors, modelers, club members, visitors, and even some Vossline volunteers too. These conversations felt very much like the early Tornado promotion days, open days at the workshop, to keep the public interested while the locomotive was still in pieces, and whilst pieces are still being worked on. We aren't building a full-size steam engine, but the spirit is still the same, showing people progress way before the steam ever hits the regulator, sharing the progress, explaining the vision, and the building excitement, person to person. Even without Connie physically present, people were eager to follow the project. People came from far and wide to our stand to see our little engines. Now, obviously, we can't arrange rail tours like the A1 Trust did. Connie isn't a full-sized steam locomotive, and she isn't finished. And besides, a rail tour would cost upwards of £10,000, if that, 4 times as much as Connie's whole project cost. And we on the SSR just can't afford that. But we did take her out to the seaside for a photo shoot during Hurricane Amy, with wind howling, waves crashing, and people stopping to see what on earth a little green steam engine was doing out there. With all the wind, it was a miracle Connie didn't tip over onto her side. It may not have been a rail tour, but it was still our closest equivalent. A proper public appearance, and a chance to show her off to passers-by in the real world. And not least because Connie even had some lunch in a cafe. Yes, she actually sat on the table and ate some bacon sandwich.
You seem to really enjoy it too.
So that wraps up the advertising chapter, guys. Virtual advertising, YouTube, Reddit, Discord, real world advertising, Amia the old Voss line, and that stormy photo shoot during Hurricane Amy. This episode is slightly shorter than usual, guys, but it was just to keep everything clear and easy to follow, because that's the intention at the end of the day. And before we finish, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all of you, to everyone who supports us, whether you're watching the videos on YouTube, commenting on Reddit, chatting in the servers, or just cheering Connie on quietly in the background. Your support makes this project feel real, very real, and it genuinely means the world to us. In the next episode, we head over to the UK again to start preparing Connie for her trip to the works. Some final photos of her, cleaning her, checking everything over, and getting her ready for the biggest transformation of her life. Thank you all for watching, and this is Steam Trunks Productions, signing off.